Good morning, REA. I apologize in advance for sending two updates this week. I will be out of the office next week. I am working with our union brethren in Florida to try to get members signed up for direct dues withholding because the state of Florida has decided that it should be illegal for school districts to be able to deduct dues. So I will be doing that next week. I will be available by email. Feel free to reach out if you need anything. So I wanted to send this update before I left so you had one for next week. So let's get started. Shorter update this time than on Monday. For REA committees and RPS REA labor management committees, I still need representatives on the following. Please email me if you're willing to serve our members in any of these capacities. The priority right now is our PGP Labor Management Committee. The first meeting is October 30th. That's what makes it a priority. The purpose of this committee is to evaluate and potentially update the class tool. Our representation on this committee is mandated by our contract. We are to have equal representation along with the district. Current REA members on this committee are Dylan McLeod, representing elementary, Sue Bender, representing high school, Aaron Schwartz, representing related service providers and non-classroom instructors, Kyle Casper, our instructional facilitator, and myself. I need 3 more members, preferably 1 from special education, 1 from middle school, and 1 other non-classroom area. Please let me know as soon as possible so I can get you on the distribution list for our upcoming meeting. The second one is the PTO committee. I need 1 or 2 more members who are interested in researching methods to convert our current system of time off to PTO. I know 2 years ago at negotiations, we sent out a PTO survey and roughly 40% of members were interested in pursuing this. So I hope you're willing to spend some time researching ways we could potentially shift to PTO in our next round of negotiations. Currently on that committee are Sue Bender from high school and myself. Last one I'm still looking for is the REA Negotiations Council. We have roughly a third of the positions applied for so far. This council is going to be the voice of people who work in jobs like you. And that voice is crucial for our negotiations team to have a direction on what's important in negotiations. That the Negotiations Council is internal. It is not a joint committee with the district. Lastly, a follow-up from Monday. I'm still looking for a healthcare action leader. Education Minnesota members have been working to create a statewide health insurance pool that creates one large pool for all school employees. Continuing the work to engage, organize, and educate our members into the 2026 legislative session is essential to winning real progress in the healthcare crisis. We here in Rochester are feeling that crisis a little bit. We just learned in January our healthcare premiums will be going up by 17%. That's a pretty significant increase. And having a statewide pool, having a larger pool would help offset some of those increases and stabilize them. I'm looking for 1 or 2 members to participate as an HCAL this year. The positions carry a $1,000 total stipend. So if we have 1 healthcare action leader, it would be a $1,000 stipend. If we have 2, it would be $500 each. Please email me if you're interested. The deadline is early November for me to submit your names to Education Minnesota. Last thing on my list doesn't have anything to do with committees. It has to do with retro pay. I got this email from Laura Holman in Financial Services, and it says, I quote, In case you receive any questions, I wanted to let you know how the lane changes and retro will work on the next few paychecks. So as not to confuse things with the contract retro pay, which is being processed on October 31st, the lane change retro pay, for those of you who achieved a lane change, will just be included on the primary pay code. Example, teachers, special ed teacher, whatever your pay code is on your pay stub, on the October 15th paycheck. What this means is your teacher pay code on this check will be inflated to include their new pay amount plus their retro for the lane change. Then it will go down on 1031 to just their new semi-monthly contract rate. The contract retro payment will be listed as a separate code on the 1031 paycheck. I hope you have a great week. I look forward to visiting some of you in buildings in the coming month, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.